let's talk about subtracting two-digit numbers using a hundreds chart. Here I have a hundreds chart and a subtraction problem, so I'm ready to get started. The first thing I'm going to do is circle my minuend, or the first number in the subtraction problem, on the hundreds chart. In this case, it's 64. So I'll circle 64 on my hundreds chart. Now I'm going to have to count backwards on the hundreds chart to show the subtrahend. In this case, the subtrahend is 58. So I'm going to count backwards 58 to find my answer. I'm going to start by subtracting the ones because we always start with subtracting the ones when we subtract. So I'm going to count backwards 8 places. 1, 2, 3. I have to change rows. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that puts me at 56. Now I can subtract my tens. And remember, while we move left and right to add and subtract on the hundreds chart, we move up and down to add and subtract tens on the hundreds chart. So I'm going to count up 5 to show 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that brings me all the way to 6. And I'm going to circle that because that is my answer. And I can show that that's my answer by checking it using the standard algorithm. 64 minus 58. I'm going to have to borrow from the 6. So that makes this 14. So I take 1 10 from the tens and make it 10 ones in the ones place. 14 minus 8 equals 6. 5 minus 5 is 0. So my answer is 6. So I got it right. It's super helpful to have multiple strategies when you are adding and subtracting because it makes it easier to check your answers. Another way I could check my answer here is doing the opposite of subtraction, which is addition. So I can add 58 plus 6. 8 plus 6 is 14. I put my 4 here, and then I carry my 1 up to the tens place because 14 is made up of 1 10 and 1 4. So I put my 4 in the ones place, and I take my 10 to the tens place as a 1, and I get 64. And notice here, 64 minus 58 equals 6. 6 plus 58 equals 64. So it's two different ways to check my work. Okay, time to look back at that worksheet that you should have started before watching the video. Then put your work away for the night. Tomorrow, look at the review sheet, and then you can try the activity. You're going to want to practice 5 to 10 minutes a night on this skill for several nights in a row to really get comfortable with it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.